Alright guys, welcome to lecture 18. This will be about dropping entries from data frames in series. We'll just call it drop entry. So let's take a look at how this works. First off, we're going to import the usual. You might just be copying and pasting now, but I'll just always be typing it out. Import NumPy. Then from pandas, we're going to import series and data frame. And then we're going to import pandas as PD. Alt enter. Alright, great. So let's create a new series to play with. We'll call it SCR1. Call series, and what are we going to pass as the series? Well, we'll just pass NumPy's arrange function. We'll have it just be 3, should be 0, 1, 2, and then I'll set the index as A, B, C. Alright, let's go ahead and show that series. Cool, so we have our range 0, 1, 2, that was 3 points, and our index A, B, C. So what if we wanted to drop an index? How would we do that? Well, in pandas, it's actually pretty easy. You just say call drop on your series, and then put the object you want to drop, so that index label. So let's say we wanted to drop B, and then boom, that whole row is dropped. Anything that was indexed with B is now dropped. So let's look at how this works with a data frame. In order to do that, let's make a data frame. So we'll make dframe1, call data frame, and let's go ahead and input. We'll use NumPy arrange to create a array of 9 numbers, and then we'll call reshape on it like we've done in the past, and we'll just make it a 3 by 3 matrix. Awesome. So now that we have our data value points, let's create an index. In this case, I'm just going to make the index city initials, just to mix it up a bit. And last, we just need to name the columns. And we do that by passing the columns argument. And let's make a list. So I'll make one pop for population, maybe another for size, and then a year column. We won't actually be filling this with real data, so you can call them whatever you want. And let's go ahead and show the dframe1 to see what we got. Alright, so we have our range of 9 points, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, arranged or reshaped into a 3 by 3 matrix. We have our index, SF, LA, and Y, and the column names pop, size, and year. So if we want to drop a row, we do it just like we did for a data frame. We call a drop on the data frame, and then give the index of the row we want to drop. So if we wanted to drop the index LA row, we'll do that, and that will get rid of that. So this doesn't actually permanently affect your array. If you wanted that to happen, you'd have to save another array with the drop. And now if I see dframe2 and show it, it's going to drop it permanently. But the original dframe, dframe1 will still retain LA. So what if we wanted to drop a column? Well, it's a very similar process. So dframe1, drop. You give the column name, year. But now since we're not going to be dropping a row, we need to specify which axis we want to use. And in this case, the axis for the columns is axis 1. By default, the drop uses axis 0, which would be your rows. The columns would be axis 1. And so you can see we've dropped the year column and now just have a 3x2. And that's about it for dropping entries. You just use .drop. If you want to drop a row, you just gotta name the index of that row and it'll drop it for you. If you want to drop a column, just gotta name the column and then specify that it's on the 1 axis, or axis equal to 1. Cool. So next we're going to learn about selecting entries in the data frame. Alright, I'll see you there.